old school residency is based out of an old 1950s schoolhouse enshrouded in tall trees. A time capsule from communist days with secret rooms full of socialist posters, beakers, and instruments filling old wooden cabinets. I was given an enormous old literature classroom to work in. We were free to use anything we found, focusing on ideas about a wheel of time. But my practice soon led me outside. I had seen a strange green building, a mess of light and lines on the way into town. I wanted to work there instead. Dimitr's father is the town's mayor, and he gave me his blessing to work in the space. He helped wrench the door open on the old structure, which used to be both a bread shop and a bus stop. The door had not been opened in 30 years, he said. I started painting the shadows in the structure with oils, chasing their lines across the walls each afternoon. Soon I wasn't the only one showing up. Yuli and Valentine helped me gut the place, throwing out piles of collapsed roof and trash. They painted a fire hearth and a guy coming out of a hole in the wall. We talked about printing Yuli's photographs for a show in the space. Every day, more kids started coming by. The ones who seemed to stick around made more ambitious paintings, like a celestial moon to show the wheel of time, or a loaf of bread baking in the oven. Although we didn't speak the same language, we sang and still traded stories, and I found out what kind of soda they liked from the market and brought it over. We talked about having a party.
Аз направих луната, Крис направи тъмнината и Божидар направи момичето и зайчетата, Християн направи пекарната и ако има някой, който не съм го казала, може да си дигне ръката и да каже какво направи.
The kind of art that I like to make in different places is about making a new space or taking something old and turning it into a different place. And I like to invite other people to make their art inside of that space.
По принцип това, с което се занимава и да може така, да има бъдеще в него. Затова ще се надявам много, ако наистина го използвате.
I have a new tattoo. So I think this is one of the most interesting parts of the whole project, and I wanted Christopher to talk about a little why he put that there. I think it's important.
During the day, during the whole day, it stays in shadows. And this is part where all that darkness comes spreading as the sun goes down and the moon goes up during the night. And as the darkness takes over this place during the whole night, when the sun rises again, it shrinks back to this little spot over there. And you know how there's no light without darkness and no darkness without light. So this is like a cycle.
But I like to think that the light is about the kids and what they naturally want to create and what they have within them and their impulse to create. That's the light for me too. So I like how those work together. It's important to me to tell you that this is your town and this is your space. So it's my project, but it's really for you and it's your project, and that's why I asked so many people to help, and people helped in a lot of different ways to make this. So I hope that you'll use it in the future.
Основното, което искам да ви кажа,
On the last morning, I left my dress hanging in the bus stop. I wondered what would happen to the space if anything. Is it enough to have a dance with the empty shell of a long-gone place, twirl around, have some tapas and olives, rock out and joke around with people who had formerly been strangers? I want to think so. A painted shell for the body that once inhabited the dress. A painted shell of a building for the bus tickets, the baked bread, the people filling it in the dark, ancient winters on the Danube plain in northeastern Bulgaria. Then and again. A wheel of time turning, and a young teen girl cracking the code of the ancient relic.